darken the mood. So I've been thinking about this. I've been brewing on it. It's been nagging at me. After the election, how do Democrats assess what happened and change? Will they assess what happened and change? Because I see all these articles coming out now. It's time for Democrats to reassess. It's time for Democrats to reflect. Only all the articles are coming from people on the right, oftentimes friends of mine on the right. Democrats have got to understand they're losing the working class. They're losing working class people. They're losing normal people. I think we're all making a mistake. And here's what I mean. It is human nature to take your values and assign them to other people. And take kind of how you are and assign that to someone else. But you're a logical thinker. If you walked up a flight of stairs, just one flight of stairs, and by the time you got to the top, you were huffing and puffing and dying, what would you say to yourself? Okay, I'm out of shape. All right, I got to start working out again. I got to eat a little bit. That's what you would say because you're a logical thinker. Here you are, you're hurting. Okay, what's wrong? I'm out of shape. I'll go down the line of logic and fix the problem. Get up, go for a walk tomorrow morning. Okay? But you're assigning logical thinking to religious zealots. Do religious zealots have a history of logical thinking? The Democratic Party is not run by Nancy Pelosi or Joe Biden. That's a lie. It's not true. The Democratic Party is run by its vile base. The most insane ideas out there, just insane by any measure, not Republican, Democrat, by any measure, the most insane ideas out there are now mainstream Democrat talking points because the vile base runs the Democratic Party now. We have politicians like Gretchen Whitmer out there on camera right before an election calling women people with periods. Right? They think you can cut a boy's penis off and make him a woman. These ideas are batty crazy. That runs the Democratic Party now. Those are mainstream ideas. Those are religious zealots. So, after an election, you took a beating. Do you think the religious zealots are going to get in a room and decide that, hey, guys, maybe our religion's wrong? I'll be honest, maybe we were wrong about the religion. Do you think they're going to look at themselves in the mirror and self-assess? Well, maybe we should drop the LGBTQ stuff, huh? That's not very popular. And guess what? Opening the border, not popular either. Maybe we shouldn't destroy the oil industry. I actually love oil now. Do you think that's going to happen? You know it's not. Of course it's not going to happen. So here's my dark prediction. Something's going to happen because when you have that level of anger and sadness that's out there, there's going to be a response. You don't take anger and sadness and just bottle it up and disappear. They're going to do something. And if it's not going to be a self-assessment, then what is it? Well, we've had 6 years now of violence from the vile Democrat base against people on the right. I believe the incidents are over 400 now, assaults and murders, people on the right being hurt for political reasons. So we're already dealing with violent people. You watched the BLM riots, the Antifa riots, the murders. You watched it all. We're already dealing with violent people. I say the violence is about to get a lot worse, and I think the violence is about to escalate in the way of status. And here's what I mean by that. Not that this life is any less important, but it's one thing for a MAGA guy with a hat on to get shot in the head and killed in Portland. God rest his soul. That's bad. It's terrible. I believe now GOP elected officials, I believe they're in very serious danger. And look, you can't even call me crazy. We already had a Bernie Sanders supporter try to assassinate a bunch of them. They're already chanting out in front of Supreme Court justices' homes. We already had an assassin fly from California to murder Brett Kavanaugh. I think GOP judges and elected officials had better up their personal security, and I think they're going to start dying.
Don't miss Jesse Kelly Breaks History, Che Guevara, the latest episode of a new series available now exclusively for First TV supporters. Visit the First TV app or thefirsttv.com to subscribe and start watching today.